Well, hey there, and how are you today? This probably looks like a mess, and it might actually just be a mess. However, what I want to do is try to turn it into a gazebo for the dolls to be in the park. The first thing I need to do is get rid of the hardware on those octagonal forms. So, let me get started. Let me get the paper off of this. I picked these up at Walmart for, I think they're like $6. And I thought these would make a great base for a gazebo. Now, I've seen a few people out there do some absolutely beautiful and stunning gazebos. And I don't know if this one's going to be like as good as theirs, but I think it'll suit for my purposes. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, got to pull out all these little thingamadoohickeys here. Yes, I know they have real names, but thingamadoohickey seems to suit. Oh, yeah. On here. Okay, first off, I'm going to cut these. I've already cut one, and I'm going to cut another 5 down to 10 inches. So, and I have this little hacksaw here to do this with. Please be careful, because this can be a sharp instrument. This isn't horribly sharp, but it's something you can pick up very inexpensively at Walmart. I just got a hyper tough one because, you know, for this job you don't need anything really, really fancy. The only thing you do need is a fair bit of patience, because you know, you gotta saw for a while. And I'm just kind of marking it a little bit so I know where to start. Okay, and when you do start, hopefully this will start correctly for me while I'm explaining it to you. But once you get going, you don't want to cut hard. Just kind of try to cut consistently while you're doing it. Try to keep it smooth. Okay, you don't need a lot of force. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it and then start to cut again. So just small motions. You don't need to go, you do not want to try to drag it all back and forth. Just a small area. I'll catch up with you guys when you've cut when you've done this, or when I finish. Be right back. Okay, do you have 6 of these? I promise this is the most difficult part. And if you don't want to have to bother cutting anything down, you can just you can find any other thing that can be about a 10-inch or so kind of post. It doesn't have to be circular even. You can use foam board or whatever, okay? I've chosen these, but I thought it could be fun. Now what I'm going to do though is I'm going to sand the tops of them, because I tend to get a little impatient, and then I want to kind of break off the ends. And as you can see, that is not over pretty. But I just have this tiny little sander, and I'm just going to sand the tops. So now some of you are a little more patient than I am. You can probably skip this step. But yeah. So anyway, I will catch up with you when you're finished sanding. Oh, and quick note, because using a hacksaw and doing it this way can be imprecise at times, try to sand down to your shortest post. Just saying. Okay, you've got them all sanded. Next step is going to be starting to build the actual gazebo. So I bought 2 of these. One will be the floor and one will be the top, because that made sense to me. And then I bought a whole bunch of these. I got these at Michael's. So you only need about 6 of these, but I don't remember. I think I bought 2 packages. I wasn't sure. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to glue one on each corner. I tried to pick up things that can be picked up at any time, that you don't have to have found oh my goodness, here's a find. No, this doesn't need to be a find. This can be an any time you're looking kind of thing. That's the goal. Finds are awesome though. Don't get me wrong. I love finds. But sometimes you want to be able to do something with materials that you know you can get easily. As you can see, I'm trying to keep it on the edges of the outside. I'm not too worried about the inside. I probably should be, but I'm not. And I'm gluing the bottoms. Obviously, I'm gluing the bottoms. That was kind of self-explanatory, wasn't it? Next thing I'm going to do is glue these posts to these. Obviously, I do want to try. I would recommend it to you guys be neater than that. Oh my goodness. That looks like a monkey did it. And just glue the others around accordingly. Now, we're going to use the second panel. I'm leaving the plastic in, but you don't have to. I am because, I don't know. I just want to. I guess that's my big reason, right? So now in this part, I have some smaller, dowels or whatever. And I also got these at Michael's. And again, you will need 6. And I'm going to glue them to each corner. Try to do it right in the middle. And just do this several times. Okay, now to put this part on top of that part. So let's see how it works. Since this is more of an idea, so we will find out. I think I'm just going to glue them one by one. But okay, I think it's going to work. So I'll catch up to you when I'm finished. Okay, did you get your top glued on? As you can see, a Barbie does fit in there quite nicely. So, yay! Now to add the the rails. Be right back. Okay, now to do the railings. Now I'm using some of these, but you don't have to. Now I did pick these up at Hobby Lobby in the miniature section. So, and then I cut, you want to have 4 sticks about this length. Let's see how long this length is. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4.5 inches per line. But remember, it depends on what you're using. And then, well, you want 4 more. So you're going to want a total of 8 of these little coffee stir size sticks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down onto, so it just kind of is touching this base here. I might not have cut it quite enough. Okay, trim it just a little bit more. try this again. There we go. Then on these, I'm going to cut off the tops so we don't have the picket fence going around. I swear. There we go. I do have a solution for this part here, so just bear with me on this. So I'm going to glue this down here. Whoops. And we're going to glue the other one on top. Did I again make them too wide? I did. Oh my goodness, how do I keep doing this? You know, I did measure everything, but it goes to show you. See, I'm not too worried about some of this also because I'm painting this whole thing white. So, yeah. And what I'm going to do, I'm leaving two ends open, so this end will be open. I will then skip and do these two sides the same way. Okay, so I have the banisters on. The patchy parts will be sanded and painted anyway, so they probably, I don't expect that they'll be showing when it's all finished. The reason I picked this particular way of doing it is because I thought these did add some interesting architectural details without me having to spend forever trying to come up with this, trying to build this. And I really want a gazebo for the storyline that I'm having and for the park that I need to build. I just definitely want a gazebo in the middle. It is not finished yet, but this is where I am. This is where I'm going to stop for today.